Listen, if you or someone that you know has ever had a Capital One credit card, okay, whether it's open right now, whether they've had one in the past, listen, you're probably going to be seeing some things, whether it's in the news or some type of article or email about a Capital One Bank Settlement 2025. Are you eligible? Okay. Now it says that Capital One Bank Settlement 2025, and they reached a settlement, and they're saying that it's $191 million settlement, includes up to $25,000 in compensation for individuals. Okay. Now, here, that's not all. That's not all. If you Google it, you'll start to see some stuff as well. You'll see right here where it says the authorities have released a final date to make the claim is January 21st, 2025. Then it goes on to say that if you can't do it by 2025, then you can go ahead and call the settlement administrator at this number. But here's the problem: this is a scam. This is not real. This is not real. Okay. So let me show you all why it's not real. Remember, we talked about this. So here's what's happening. These scammers are doing all types of things to try to get people to click and give their information. Okay. I know it's messed up because you get situations where there are real settlements that are actually happening. But the problem is people are falling for it. And this is way more aggressive than what they were doing with Credit One Bank. Let me show you. Now, remember with Credit One Bank, you just had one or two articles. This has people actually clicking on stuff. Let me go back to this one right here. So if we go back here, you'll see at the top, it says January 13th, 2025, which is today. Okay. This literally came out today. They dropped it this morning. Like, really, they dropped it yesterday. I saw it late last night. I was like, I just knew it was trash then, but I had no idea it was going to turn into this. Now people are Googling what percentage will Capital One settle for, right? What's the benefits of the of all this stuff? How can you track your settlement check? How do I track these other things? Listen, then you see all these other articles talking about the same thing. Guys, these are all trash websites. Okay. They're all trash websites. They want you to call that number so they could take your information. They want you to go to the website so they could take your information. And here, let me move myself out of the way. I'm going to actually move myself to a different position. If you see here, y'all know it don't take much for us in America to get triggered, right? But of course, we got, of course, Donald Trump here. Okay. So now, again, let me click on this real quick so you guys can actually see this. And I'm going to go ahead and kind of zoom this in just a little bit. Okay. And you guys can see right here, they got Donald Trump's face on it. And it says Capital One Bank settlement, things of that sort. So you guys can see here, then they just throwing his face on anything. And they're creating these websites. It's all trash. It's all trash. And you can see here, remember we talked about the Credit One Bank one, so that one died out. Then they went Wells Fargo. They're just saying anything. They're literally saying anything to try to get people's money, and they know that people may fall for the settlement situation because we did have a legit settlement, with Lexington Law and such. Okay. So again, if you or someone that you know has had Capital One either now or in the past, make sure they know about this and they're not giving out their information. Look, there's another one right there talking about Cash App. Don't do that one either. Okay. I may have to make a separate video. I'm trying to save y'all. Okay, because I'm telling you, it doesn't take much, especially if someone's looking to have $100, $1,500, $2,000. Listen, those Lexington law checks are crazy. I've seen, I saw people literally on TikTok showing how much they were getting. I actually had some friends. So one of them had sent me a message saying, "Hey, was this legit?" And it had to let them know it most definitely legit as far as the Lexington law situation. They saw how people reacted to that. They pay attention. These aren't just these scammers. They're looking for something every single time. I'm sure they're probably watching my video. Please don't take anything away from me, please. But either way, they're looking at what's triggering people and how people will give their information. And if they just make a couple fake websites, get this whole thing stirred up. Here, let me move myself again so you guys can actually see this. I'm going to move myself to the right here. Look at this. This is how many fake websites is this? This is one. This is two. This is three, four, right? Five, six, seven, eight. And you guys can see right here, it says 1 day ago. I told y'all this, they posted this yesterday and then they changed the date. And look, it says this ends on February 13th, 2028. All kind of just craziness. Okay. So again, do not fall for this. Then, sure enough, people start asking questions. These are questions that people have asked Google in the last 24 hours. Okay. Capital One settlement payout date. How do I check the status of my settlement? How long does it take to get a settlement check? So, again, just make sure that people don't fall for this type of information. Now, this is the actual website here. Okay. Now, how do they get your information? Once you start clicking on stuff. Okay. So, again, don't start clicking on anything. Don't go to any websites. Don't call any phone numbers. So, I just wanted to make sure you guys had that information for sure, as a lot of people are looking for that information for sure. All right, let's go and jump into the comment sections. What's you guys' thoughts on all of this as well? I know we're kind of late on a Monday. Busy day today. Busy day. R Lake is in the house, California, of course. Hope all is going well over there, R Lake. I don't know if you're near all the some of those fires and such. By the way, I saw something on the news where they were actually catching people that was actually starting some of those fires. I don't think it was just the wind, but that's a whole nother video that's not going to be on this channel. But anyway, Marie says, hello, everyone. Of course, hey, Nathan. Hey, everyone. Nathan's got our back for sure. Who's Nathan? You mean Calvin? Oh, yeah. You're good, Marie. It's no problem at all. Then she says Credit One for sure. And she says have had Capital One for years. And that's why I wanted to make sure, because again, a lot of people have had Credit One Bank and things of that sort. That's usually if you're rebuilding credit, if your scores are under a certain amount, things of that sort. But Capital One is a bigger player, especially with them being I wouldn't say just popular, but being in the news recently with the whole Discover merger and things of that sort. So I wanted to make sure you guys got this information. Do not fall for this. Okay, do not fall for this. You got to know that the truth is that it is, again, it is not real. Okay. All right, so let's see here. Marie says, I got $1,200 from Lexington Law and I've paid more than I received. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm gonna be honest. To be honest, I'm lucky. You're lucky you got that, because a lot of times these companies, when they do these settlement checks, we get nowhere near what you paid out into it, but they're essentially trying to bankrupt the company, and so I don't think they're going to be able to survive. They also just came out with some new regulations for network marketing companies, and there's a lot of regulations that's coming for sure, just in general, where people aren't really feeling protected. And so that's where that's kind of coming in from. That's the CFPB. Want to make sure you guys got that information as well too. Hassan says Capital One owes me money. Nope, you're not gonna get anything from them. Trust me, they are clearing out their books and getting ready for this merger. This merger will happen. Okay, so people are watching it. Some people that may have Capital One, and I did see another article that came over the weekend as well. That of course they're already letting people know. They're already letting people know that they're going to be switching over to the Discover payment network. So there's a chance that a lot of the Capital One credit cards will no longer be Mastercard. They're more than likely going to be Capital One credit cards, and is going to have Discover at the bottom. So they're going to use the Discover payment network. It's in early conversations right now, but some of the stuff is starting to leak out from, because they had the meeting in Delaware where they went ahead and approved their end. Okay. So of course, we'll continue to keep you guys, up to date. But again, as we get closer to this merger happening, there's going to be a lot of fake stuff, fake news, and a lot of propaganda. That seems to be what America it seems to fall into now, is a lot of just fake stuff, and people just don't read. To be honest with you, they get excited, and they're not reading this stuff, man. These are fake websites, man. So again, this is not real, but you got to make sure everyone doesn't look at it like that, because again, they may just keep Googling it and then seeing all this stuff. Google doesn't have enough time or the bandwidth to take these websites down. So it's up to, obviously videos like this to let you all know. So I'll be talking about this. Look, because they got another one with the Cash App stuff They're just looking for anything financial. They know that people jumped on that Lexington Law situation. It went viral in the last, especially early December, right before Christmas. That was a really big deal in the industry. So I listen, they're trying everything, as you guys can see here, on the left hand side. Okay. And he says, I always wanted a Discover card. Well, there you go. So again, we'll keep you guys posted. We'll see if they do any product changes and things of that sort. It's still in the early stages as well. I think they're going to probably wait until the Trump administration gets into office. That way it just reduces the chances of this going backwards. But it's most definitely going to happen for sure. Okay. Appreciate the public service announcement. Absolutely. I always want to make sure you guys get this right information for sure. And again, let people know that it is not real. It is 100% a scam. And since I got you guys here too, like I said, this is already talking about, listen, Cash App, class action lawsuit, settlement checks, 2025, claim up to $2,500. Again, same thing. Don't fall for that. They're just coming up with a whole bunch of stuff that's out here. And they know that people are looking for those checks. Okay. Either way, don't want to hold you all up. Be sure to download my free ebook as well. We got a lot of great stuff coming in the next couple weeks. Okay. So if you're looking to accomplish your credit goals, again, we most definitely can help you. Make sure you download our free ebook to get on our email list. If you're not on our email list, again, scan this QR code right here above my head, or you can click the link. It's going to be inside the comments. It's going to be inside the description. Make sure you all click on that link to be added to our email list. We got a lot of stuff coming in the next next couple weeks. So again, the 2025, it's about doing everything possible to put you in position to accomplish your goals, whether that is going into home ownership, whether that is going here. Let me go ahead and stop sharing my screen here. Whether that's going into home ownership, whether that's going into lowering your car payments, we're literally going to be holding your hand through this entire process, no matter what your goals are in 2025. The videos will be here, but some people need a strategy. Some people need their hands held. Some people need multiple Q&As. Some people got questions. You were not by yourself in 2025, no matter what your goals are. If I don't know the information, I will bring you the people that know the information. Okay. So just know that, and we're going to make that happen in 2025. And while we're on our way to our goals this year in 2025, I got to make sure we protect ourselves, especially with stuff like this. I'm always looking up to see what's going on with these banks and credit unions and things of that sort. I got a lot more other stuff to talk about too, but I wanted to dedicate this one video to this. I'll be back on tomorrow to give you guys some more updates as well. And we'll see you guys, of course, inside the next couple weeks as well too. Marie says, I'm getting your free ebook now. Actually, it's a great ebook too, guys. It's most definitely a great ebook, but you're also, that adds you to our email list as well. Bourbon says, Calvin and Joe had a great live. Yeah, that was a great interview with Joe as well too. Appreciate him having me on the channel as well. All right, guys, we'll see you all on the next video. Have a